All right. Hello, everyone. Lady Rose here with you tonight. Welcome and blessed be. We are here on the second night of the full moon. So we were supposed to do it last night for the full moon ritual. At least that was the plan. But then Mother Nature had other things in store for us. And we're doing it tonight because, as I've told many of you before, the full moon is 3 nights. It's not just one night. Whenever you see the full moon on a calendar, that's the first night of the full moon. And then it goes for 2 more nights after that. So what I found really kind of cool about this, because the universe has a way of making me do things the right way, whether I want to or not. And it postponed it last night because it is the year 2022, and we're doing the first full moon of the year ritual on the second night. So that's 4 2s right in a row. And for numerology lovers out there, it means great things are coming, harmony and peace. Also, it means there's going to be change, but good kind of change. And it's going to be through decisions that we have to make that will be more powerful and stronger for us because of this ritual kind of thing. So I love that Mother Nature kind of made me wait till the second night so that I had more of the magic for us in our ritual. And also the 4 2s are 2 master numbers, 22 and 22, 2 master numbers together. So they often don't break those numbers down because they are master numbers. I'm just getting our smudge going here for us. And I've got my crown on because it's the first moon. It's the wolf moon, but it's also bringing in the high priestess archetype energy. So we're going to talk a little bit about her tonight. So I just thought I'd wear my crown and remind us all that we all have crowns and that we need to wear them and be the queens or the kings of who we really are, of our world. So I'm going to just offer up a little smudge smoke here. So I've got sacred tobacco, sage, of course. I've got some sweet grass here, as well as some cedar. So they're the 4 sacred medicines, all bundled together. So if you want, you can virtually grab some of this smudge and just put it over yourself, cleanse yourself with it. Sarah and I have the advantage of being able to smell it. And she's cleansing herself with it as well. So there we go. So first we're going to open the circle, or cast the circle actually. So we're also going to be going through the zodiac signs and how this full moon is actually really going to affect you. And I've got some very specific things that it really channeled through very hard, in a good hard kind of way. So please put in the comments what your zodiac sign is. And if you're on the VIP list, first of all, thank you very much for everyone that put themselves on the VIP list. You can get a full transcript of tonight's ritual by making a purchase of $2.50. And I said you can bundle that in with your donation if you want. And if you do a donation, you're on the VIP list. So a couple of things happen. One, you're going to get a report by Sunday, hopefully, if all goes as planned, because there was almost, I think, 20 of you on this list of what your star signature is. But also I'm doing a bit of an astrology report for you, and I'm revealing to you what your secret you really is and what maybe she wants and how her emotions are. So that's part of that star signature report that you're going to get. Also, if you're on the VIP list, so if you make a donation or you say in the comments you're going to, if you haven't already, then please let Sarah know. She's keeping an eye on the comments. She doesn't let me see the comments because I get distracted. But also, if you're on the VIP list, I'm going to be doing a draw at the end of this video for my new book, Women Like Me. I'm a contributing author. It's a best-selling book, so I'm really, really proud and honored to be in this book. It will obviously be a signed copy. And if you want to purchase this book, it's $20 if you'd like to get a copy. And if you purchase it, you also get a ticket if you're local and want to come out. It's going to happen in Gananoque. There's going to be a book signing event with a few of the authors in this book out in Gananoque on September 20th. So if you want that, you can get that with a purchase of the book. If you're on the VIP list, you might just get a free copy of this book. I'm drinking my tea to keep my throat intact here. So definitely leave those comments for Sarah to see. And she's got the list of everybody who has been making donations. Thank you so, so much. So she's also made a note. There's a Google form, you said it was called?
Yep, it's pinned in the description and also in the chat.
Okay, so it's in the description and in the chat. It's what you need to get your astrology report that I'm going to give you. And it's your birth date, your birth location, and your birth time, and your email address so that we can send you both the report as well as the transcript of tonight. So let's open the circle before we go any further. So we've just smudged with some of the sacred medicine. I mentioned that. And we're going to call in the direction of the east. We're starting in the east tonight. And the east is about birth, new beginnings, new journeys. It's a journey from the spirit world into the physical, because it's when we decide to rebirth into this world. The east is about spring. It's the heart chakra. It's tobacco, because everything is through tobacco for native studies or for native rituals. So tobacco is always at the eastern door because everything comes through sacred tobacco. And I just have a little piece here just to show you. Here it is. It's kind of disintegrating. But this is kind of, you can get sacred tobacco. Now the sacred tobacco is different from the stuff in cigarettes. So you're not using cigarettes when you're doing, native work or anything like that. And the tobacco that's sacred doesn't have the nicotine in it, so it's not addictive in that same way. And when we smoke tobacco in our pipes and whatnot as Native Americans, we actually don't inhale, because the tobacco smoke is the stairway to connect to our ancestors, to the spirits, to Grandmother Moon, things like that. So to inhale is actually considered kind of disrespectful. So, that's the difference, because people often ask me, is it like cigarette tobacco? It's like, no, it's a different kind of tobacco. The east also is represented by the eagle, and the eagle is seen as the animal or the bird in this case, who can fly the highest and see the highest and carries our intentions and our prayers and our rituals on its wings, because it is the highest flying bird. And then we honor the direction of south, which is about our youth, our growing up, summertime, summer love. It's fire, because when we're young, we're so passionate in our convictions. It's also the direction of the moon as well. And sweet grass sits at the southern door and brings in sweetness, because there's always a sweetness to youth. And it's also represented by the animal of the wolf, and this is the wolf moon. The reason it's the wolf is because it is youth when we are first striking out into the world, when we're learning to love, when we're learning to build our own families, and that sort of thing. And then we honor the direction of the west, which is autumn. It's the stars in the sky. It's adulthood, middle age kind of adulthood. It's about the harvesting that we're starting to reap from all our work that we did as young adults into middle-aged adults. It's the cave and the womb as well. It very much associated with the element of water. It's about release and giving birth, because it's also represented by the animal of the bear. The bear often gives birth, the mother bears give birth while they're hibernating in the caves. And it's also represented by thunder beings because of the water and the storm element that comes with it. Because water is very cleansing. And sage is at the western door for us, and it releases what is troubling the mind. Sage and water and all that kind of stuff. It's the great mother bear, gentle but fierce. And water is one of the strongest elements, but also one of the softest elements. And then we honor the direction of north with, and there is winter and our elders, and death lies there. In our wisdom, hopefully, if we've done things right, we grow into our wisdom and we start to journey back to spirit. So we're going from physical to spirit world, as opposed to in the East when we came from spirit into the physical world. It's the ultimate place of healing. It's the element of earth itself. It's about grandparents and grandmother. The animal that represents this direction is the buffalo. And the buffalo is very sacred to a lot of Native Americans. The buffalo lays down its life to sustain the people. And we very much, when we hunt or kill our food for the table, we often will honor that animal. Everything is used. I know even when I had my farm, when I was even killing my turkeys for the Thanksgiving table and stuff, I asked permission first of all, and also I sang them to the other side, which is another thing that can be done as a thank you and a honor for the animal as they lay down their life. And there is nothing wasted on the noble buffalo, who is our supreme teacher of giving away everything, which is what we learn in the northern direction at the northern door, to learn to give everything away, because ultimately we can't take it with us. And cedar is also at the north door. Cedar is very protective. Cedar is very earthbound as well. And then also too, now we've got the four corners, but we also honor above, and this is grandmother moon. The feminine energy is very strong here, guiding us through all our stages and moon times. On this wolf moon, it's also called spirit moon by some Native Americans, we ask that you give us direction and wisdom. Replenish us with your everlasting energy. And then we also not only honor above, but below. And below we have Mother Earth, providing life, providing us life, giving us a home and nourishment, medicines and tools to be stewards of all beings. We are not supreme, but we are caretakers of. We are caretakers and stewards of the animals, the birds, the trees, the plants, the waters, the rocks. Help us to be better caretakers of everything you provide for us, Mother Earth. And then center, place of self, place of our sacred fires, place of us honoring the sacredness of our path. For our path is not only for the betterment of our souls, but the betterment of all souls. When we help each other, we help ourselves. When we ask for help, we are being given the opportunity for another soul to grow, expand, and be blessed. So now the circle is sealed and never broken. And tonight is the night of the first full moon, the wolf moon or the spirit moon. It is in Cancer, and you may have found that last week, building up to this full moon, was hard. Everything seemed to be frustrating, or you were lacking motivation, or you were just dog tired all the time. Everything was an effort. You may have even felt a little depressed, perhaps. Well, all of that will change soon. But in the meantime, be gentle with yourself and forgive yourself for not having the energy. You may be calling yourself lazy or getting angry with yourself because you haven't got everything done that you want to get done. Well, I want you to stop that right now. Sometimes we need to go through a slow time. This full moon in Cancer will be bringing up lots of feels and lots of emotions, because that's what Cancers are about. They're about the emotions. They're also about family. Best to sit with them, with your emotions. Validate and have compassion for yourself. Now, if it's not the time to berate, now is not the time to berate yourself, but rather to acknowledge and challenge your feelings and your situations. You do this by asking questions, but ask the questions to your 5-year-old self, because she or he is often the one who is really reacting. When you get angry, when you get frustrated, when you want to throw that temper tantrum, it's often your inner child who's lashing out. And that's when you need to stop, pause, say it's okay, and ask your 5-year-old self the questions. Why are you getting angry? Why are you feeling frustrated? Would it be okay if we just slowed down for a little bit? Correct whatever reaction may need to be corrected, and always correct from a place of love. That's why I say don't berate yourself or make yourself feel guilty or call yourself names, because you're saying that to the 5-year-old version of yourself. Would you say this to a 5-year-old is always a good measure of how cruel are you being to yourself. And start to move into the energy of responding rather than reacting. The Cancer moon brings nurturing energy and I got all these papers here that I wrote all this stuff down on. A great time for healing and connecting with your inner child. It's also a great time to heal or forgive family members or situations, and ancestral healing with the combination of the wolf and Cancer energy, because wolves travel in packs. They're very big about packs and family and that sort of thing. Wolves are very much like that. That's how they work. So use this energy, and you can, break cycles that maybe have been generations long if you want to, under this moon and under this next month or so. So the choice is yours. Do you want to heal family discords? Do you want to make your family stronger for future generations? Do you want the family trauma that affected your life so dramatically to be healed and ended with you? These are questions you can ask yourself under this moon. Then it's time to stop looking back at the past. Yes, terrible things may have happened in the family, but now's the time for healing, and now's the time to look forward to the future generations and to help those future generations enjoy the family, not just the trauma. And then, I'll go back to another spot here. So tonight we're also bringing in the energy of the High Priestess. And she is all about intuition, psychic gifts, sensitivity, being receptive, not getting locked into false or misinformed beliefs and truths. Inner emotional work and healing is what she's about. Remember our crowns. When we lock down and resist examination or change, we put ourselves in a place of fear. So the High Priestess's mantras are very much be still. So we're learning to be still, and it's in the silence that we often get those answers. And her other mantra is, this too shall pass. And if you notice on the traditional High Priestess tarot card, and in almost all the High Priestess tarot cards, there's always water that's passing under the throne that she sits on. And she sits on a throne in between two pillars, one black pillar and one white pillar. And it's because she's able to embrace both the light and the dark. She's able and teaches us how to sit with our shadows and to validate them and to acknowledge them. And when we can do that, then we can rise into the light. And she teaches us how to enter the light in a healthy way. Sometimes we feel like we're entering the light only to take 2 steps backwards into our shadows again. And this could be because we're not fully accepting our shadow side. Because when we do that, that's when we can truly rise above. It's sort of like you got to sit down in the pain and the muck in order to rise above it. It sounds very counterintuitive, but it really, really works. It is a time of being quiet, learning to sit in silence and stillness, being open to reflect on our feelings, our truths, our beliefs, examining if any need to change or shift to allow our wisdom to grow. And yes, our truths and beliefs can change. They're changing all the time. And embracing our divine feminine power and strength, because that's what the High Priestess is all about. Embracing and bolstering our worthiness to truly understand how precious and loved we really are. As we learn to truly love ourselves deeply, we help all other souls breathe a sigh of relief in the discovery that they are loved too. It's sort of a bit of a spillover effect. There was a study done in the 70s in Washington, D.C. In Washington, they created meditation groups that they put in some of the most ghetto of the bad neighborhoods in Washington, D.C. And they have some of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the world. But they found that when these meditation groups would get together, the crime rate in those particular neighborhoods went down. And this is because in the meditation group, they were creating an energy of love and peace, and it had a spillover effect, and it affected the souls in those bad neighborhoods, whether they believed it or not, or understood what was happening. But it really does have an effect. So when we love ourselves and truly, madly, deeply love ourselves, we have a spillover effect to help others love themselves. And then when we're able to love ourselves, we're also able to love others as they are able to love us back. Where am I here? So we help each other to heal. Now, see over first for breath work. Okay, so we're going to do, I'm really excited to share this. We're going to do some breath work. And this breath work is going to activate the third eye, which is all connected to our psychic and intuitive powers and things like that. In the meantime, because we're going to do some cauldron work too, I'm going to get my little charcoal disc and I'm going to put it in the fire. It's always fun to burn charcoal because it actually sparkles and spits and stuff, but I got to get it going now so that it's ready for when we do our cauldron work. And I was smart enough to bring the tongs tonight, and I'll probably leave them out here for future rituals. So we're just going to get that going. See, it glows a little bit there. And you don't have to keep it in the fire when you're doing it. You don't have to keep it in the fire for very long, because I've kept it in longer than it needs to be. But once it starts glowing, it's good to go. It's always good to have a nice cast iron pot. I do have another brass one that I use sometimes too. And you can see it's already sparkling and glowing. But we're just going to set this aside. Actually, I won't put it too far aside because this handle's going to get hot really fast. But we're going to do some breath work tonight to activate, like I said, the third eye. And this breath work is really interesting. So the way this breath work works is it's 2 breaths in and 1 out. And this is the way we actually breathe naturally as babies. If you didn't know that, they actually breathe in twice and breathe out once. And what this breath work does is it's the closest way to going into trance without using any kind of plant or whatever medicinal plant help to get you there. So what it's going to do is it's going to open your third eye, and this is a great time to get those crystals out. I've got amethyst, because amethyst is always connected to the third eye. So I'm going to set this here on my table. And then I believe this is raspberry quartz. So very much like rose quartz. It's about love and healing and that sort of thing. And then I have no idea what this is called. I'm pretty sure Mystic Time Summer Creations could probably tell me because they're very good at crystals. I'm not as good with crystals. I'm just still, I feel like I'm still learning about them. But the way you can tell is when you're just drawn to a crystal, your body is probably wanting that crystal. So this one came to me tonight. I was like, nope, this is the one I want. So this is my heart, this is my throat, because I saw the blue and I thought, that's the throat, of course. I'm always having to clear my throat, I think because I talk so much for a living. But so we're going to keep a couple in our hands while you're doing it, whichever hand you want to hold one in. But it's going to open up your third eye, and it's going to allow you to connect with your soul self more easily and connect with your inner child as well as your higher self. It will also open doorways for you to be able to connect with your spirit guides and your angels much more easily and hear any messages. So doing this tonight will help to open that up for the rest of make those decisions more confidently from a place of strength as opposed to a place of fear. It will also prevent you from doing this second guessing that a lot of us do. Like, should I have gone that way? I don't know. So it'll help your conscious and subconscious mind to be able to align more easily and make manifesting more powerful and easier and faster. Um, you will be able to tap into your psychic gifts, whatever they may be, more easily and bring greater insight. So let's begin. So,
sorry, I'm going to interrupt you.
yes.
We're having some trouble with the stream.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it like glitchy? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Are people commenting? Is that why
Yes.
you know? Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are we still live though?
We're still live, but it's just like pausing and then restarting and pausing and restarting.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, very strange. Well, I apologize for any of the bumps that are coming in tonight as far as being able to hear what I'm saying and whatnot. So hopefully, but if you didn't catch it all tonight, you can always watch it on the replay. It will be smoother there on YouTube, my channel, Lady Rose of Goddess Garage. So definitely subscribe to that channel, ring the little bell so that you're notified when these Mystic Mondays and when these rituals, plus all the other videos that I put up there, go up. I'm going to be doing some more spell work as well as some more tarot deck reviews. And what was the other thing? Oh, herbal wisdom as well. I'm going to be talking more about that. So we're going to be touching on a couple of things. We're going to be breathing. The first breath we're going to be doing is from our solar plexus, which is right around your belly button, okay? And it's masculine energy, and it's called Manipura, which is Sanskrit for City of Jewels. And this is our center of personal power. This solar plexus also stores our emotions, and when blocked, it brings insecurity, victim mentality, helplessness. And when we lie to ourselves, it often gets blocked here when we're lying to ourselves. So this breath work will help clear out this chakra as well as our heart chakra. And that's where our second breath is going to come from. I'll explain in a second here. So the heart chakra is Anahata in Sanskrit, and it translates to unhurt. It's the feminine energy, our binding chakra, because it's halfway. So it's the halfway point between the 7 chakras. And when we're 7, 8, 9 years old, we tend to live in those lower chakras. They're not lower because they're less than. They're just lower because they're, lower in our body physically, but also that's where we tend to live until we're, like I said, 7, 8, 9, depending on the person. And then there's a little gateway right here that we enter through once we hit that sort of age of reason and starting to understand the more subtle ways of good and bad and all this kind of thing. And the first of the higher chakras is the heart chakra. And it is the halfway point because there's 3 chakras below it and 3 chakras above it, if we're talking about the main 7. So this is where we hold our truths. So our power is here and our truths are here. And then our third eye, which is the one we're actually activating through this breath work, and it's Ajna in Sanskrit, and it's the seat of intuition. Some believe it's the seat of the soul, but others believe the solar plexus is the seat of the soul as well. But it is the highest chakra on our body. There is the crown chakra up here, but it is a few inches above our head. And it is what's called beyond wisdom. It helps to determine our reality, our third eye here, and governs our beliefs. So our truths are here, our beliefs are here, and our power is from the solar plexus. So like I said, when we have this clear and we can activate it, our that's what I mean by manifesting will come in much faster, because it determines our reality. What we think comes through our third eye and becomes our reality. So here is the breath work. Here's what we do. We breathe in through and breathe with our solar plexus. So from our diaphragm, in and in with our heart, and then out. And it's just a release. So and you're going to keep doing that. In, out. I tend to do inhales in my nose, and then I breathe out through my mouth. You could do it any way that feels comfortable for you, holding your crystals while you're doing this. Keep going while I'm talking. So what you're trying to do is breathe through your diaphragm, in and through your heart, in, and it's just a straight release. You're just releasing it, letting it flow. And this will help to cleanse those 3 chakras very much. Once your chakras start getting cleansed or blocks being released, it can't help but help the other chakras, but these are the 3 we're focused on right now. And like I said, our power, our truths, and our beliefs. And if you watch a baby breathe, that's how they tend to breathe. It also, especially when they want something, so you might feel a little loopy. That's totally normal, because you're putting yourself into that trance state, and you're naturally putting yourself without the help of any kind of medicinal or plant kind of activity happening. So it's not forcing you there. You're just taking yourself there with your breath work. Breathing and breath work is so important. It's the only system we actually can control, if you know what I mean. Like, we can't control our digestive system. We don't eat a sandwich and then sit there and go digest. But our breathing we can control, and we can breathe ourselves cooler, we can breathe ourselves warmer, we can breathe ourselves into trance. Meditation, it said, is 1 full breath in and 1 full breath out. When you do a full breath in and you do a full breath out, you pause for a moment. And in that pause is where the answers are. In that pause, that's where stillness is. In that pause, that is meditation right there. And if you're swinging back and forth and thinking about, what happened today or the laundry you have to do, that's okay. Meditation is always coming back to center. Meditation is a very active activity. A lot of people feel like they've got to, stop thinking and stop moving. You can do moving meditations as well. But even when you're just sitting and breathing, and you're constantly bringing your thoughts back to center, back to focus on the breath. That is meditation. You are doing meditation when you do that. So this breath work is a form of meditation. It brings out that trance sort of feeling. You can stop doing it at any point now. You don't have to keep going. But do this over the next little while, until the next full moon, and see how it affects your intuitive abilities, your gut instincts, knowing I'm not sure maybe how I know to do this, but I'm going to go do this, and it brings great things for you. So notice the difference when you start doing this breath work every once in a while. And I don't want to cover that up because that's my herbs that are going to go into my cauldron. So we're going to do some cauldron work now that you know about the breath work. I'm seeing all kinds of colors, by the way. I love going into trance. It's a lot of fun. So I'm seeing lots of colors here. I got my stuff upside down. There we go. So what we want to do is, if you have little pieces of paper, that would be great. You can light your candle now. You can light a white candle or a blue candle. How's our glitching going? Is it going better? Yeah? Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. Hopefully you can watch it again if you like, because tomorrow night's full moon still too. So
I'll put the live up like right away.
Okay.
On YouTube.
Okay.
Just don't have timestamps.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll put it up on YouTube right away so that you can watch a smoother, better version of it, hopefully. But in the meantime, we're going to do some cauldron work, and then also we're going to go through all the zodiac signs to see how this full moon is going to benefit you and what you need to do to get the benefits of it. Now let me just find my cauldron work here. That's not my zodiac stuff. Here we are. Okay, so our herbal blend. So I'm putting your intentions in here, and what I want you to do is I want you, while I'm mixing this, see, the handle's not too bad, there we go. While I'm mixing this blend for you, I want you to start making a list of things that you love about yourself, because the real healing comes when you really learn to love yourself. Now, as many of you know, I have tons and tons of herbs here. I have them ready for purchase. I do up mixtures on the spot for whatever you might need, but I also have ready to go ones as well. But the first one we're going to mix in here is mugwort. And here's what it looks like, mugwort. It's nicknamed the traveler's herb because it used to be something that people would put into their sandals or shoes as they traveled. The Roman soldiers wore it in their boots all the time because it's actually really spongy, and it gives a sort of a memory foam kind of feel to the shoe, but it also has properties that really relaxes feet. That's what I should have given you, mugwort. Sarah has some
Not
sore
too late
feet.
to give me some.
Yeah, Sarah has some sore feet today. So we're gonna put some of this mugwort in. I'm gonna put it up a little bit because you're gonna see it smoking up in here. There we go. So there's the mugwort. Sarah and I might be a little loopy after all this, but it'll be okay. And then we're going to put some hyssop in here. Hyssop's actually mentioned in the Bible as well. It's a purifier and a blesser. It helps to clear blocks and helps to connect our paths of communication, which is what Cancer is all about, or within family at least. And it clears the path in a gentle, uplifting way. It's a very gentle herb. It doesn't do anything harshly. And it can't help but open and warm our heart and our soul. It is a guardian herb, so I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of that in here, which keeps us safe while we explore our inner self and our inner realms. And it adds strength to any of our spirit work or meditative work, that sort of thing. If you want this mixture for your own personal use, let me know because I can do up the mixture. It's like $10 for the mixture if you want it. And then we're also using juniper berries. Now, all my mixtures that I do up, I've conjured specially. Because tonight as well, I'm also got moon water that I'm making. I have a few clients that will only buy moon water from me because it's very potent. I know you can make your own moon water, but I do use a couple of special secret ingredients that just amplifies it that much more. Now, this moon water that I'm making for this full moon is going to be very powerful. One, because it's the first full moon, it's the wolf moon. I'm also doing it under High Priestess energy. So you'll find that it's very good as a protective thing, extremely protective. It's also a bit of a demon binder or negativity binder. So if you want to clear a person or a place, this is definitely something you want in your arsenal. I am specifically making some for myself for when I do house cleansings and people cleansings and things like that. It is also going to be very, very potent for any love spells that you want to do, because it will be creating deep connections, lifelong love. If you want to maybe reconnect with someone, if you want your marriage to be reconnected, and we're talking deep, deep kind of love, committed kind of love. So all those are going into the cauldron tonight. So what we want to do is we also want to put in little pieces of paper. Can I have a piece of that pad paper that I gave you?
Sure.
And we're going to go and we're going to put in some of our intentions that we love about ourselves. So I will start. I love, what do I love? I love my smile. I love my smile. What's something you love about yourself, Sarah?
That I am persistent.
You love that you're persistent.
I do.
Awesome. Sarah loves that she is persistent. And please feel free to share. Put them in the comments. I'm just doing little, because I want to offer that up to the High Priestess. I love that I'm a fluffy girl. I love that I'm a fluffy girl. Everybody wants to be with a fluffy girl at least once in their life. And it's fun, trust me. Got another one about yourself?
My easygoing nature.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah loves her easygoing nature. And you do have a very easygoing nature.
I do.
Her
I just kind of roll with it.
You do.
Yep.
Good thing to bring into life, you know? Easygoing nature. Here we go. I have to say, Sarah, I love your hair.
Oh, thank you.
It's one of the first things I noticed about you. I love Sarah's hair.
Oh.
Are there any comments about what other
Yes.
people love about themselves?
Sheena loves that she can heal people.
Oh, she's an amazing healer. Yes. Yes, yes.
Sheena, can you heal my feet, please?
Yeah, send some love to Sarah's feet.
I wore the wrong boots today.
Oh, no. Anything else that we've got about?
Oh, yeah. Lots and lots.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Well, name some out for me.
Okay. Heather Christine loves that she loves deeply.
Oh, nice. I love that.
Sarah Wynn loves that she's brave.
Sarah Wynn is brave. I love Sarah Wynn.
Nancy loves her creativity.
Nancy. Okay, awesome. We're going to start a little fire here.
Cheryl loves her sparkle.
Oh, nice. Yes, Cheryl does sparkle. She literally sparkles.
Alyssa loves that she wants to help people.
Alyssa. Okay, awesome. That's a great thing.
Mm.
Not everybody wants to do that naturally. Help people. Awesome.
Lori loves that she's adventurous.
Oh, yes. Is this, what's the last name? Oh, McLeod?
Yes.
Yeah, she is adventurous. She travels the world.
Kathy loves her hair that her mother gave to her.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, Cheryl, that's a good one. Cheryl loves that she can cry.
Oh, yes.
That's such a good one.
Yes. She has no shame. It's beautiful. Like, you know, because sometimes when you cry, you're like, oh no, don't look at me, or I'm sorry. Awesome.
Amy loves that she's caring.
Amy, she is very caring. Yes, I love it.
Heather loves her sexual energy.
Excellent. Yeah, it's a good energy to have.
Cheryl loves her light.
Cheryl loves her light. Yes. Good thing no one has to see how I'm writing that word. I might not have spelled it correctly, but I know what I mean. Oh, this is beautiful, ladies. You guys are coming up with some really good ones.
There's so many. I don't know that we're going to
get them all. That's okay. We've named a few, and all your intentions are virtually going into this to bring out these great things. So many times when we do New Year stuff, we're always thinking of stuff we're weak on and need to improve on. You don't need to improve on the weak stuff. Improve on the stuff you're already good at and be better. and that's the whole beauty of being in this world, is you're not going to be great at everything, but hopefully you find people in your life that will complement what you're not good at. You know, they're good at that. Like, I'm not good with technology, but Sarah is amazing at it. So, you know, we work well together because of that. I'm not strong, and I pick up where they're not strong. I love finding complementary strengths like that. It's not about the weaknesses, it's about the strengths. And that's what we're here to kind of activate and get going and learn. So let's let that keep smoldering away as it creates its magic around us. And now I'm going to get into the zodiac signs and how they're going to affect us. So we're going to start with Capricorn, only because we're in Capricorn energy right now. My husband's a Capricorn, so I'm quite familiar with them. So the hardworking, always steady Capricorns. The moon in Cancer lands in your 7th house if you are a Capricorn. And this is the house of your partnerships, both professionally and personally, any kind of committed relationship. There may be a turning point in these relationships this month. If you want a change in your partnerships, if you want them to be deeper or more spontaneous or whatever it might be, now's the time to do that. Now is the time to bring that change in. If it is not balanced currently, it is time to ask for what you need from the relationship. Your focus this month should be on your partnerships, making them stronger and making you stronger. And I gotta find the next page. And embracing our divine feminine power and strength. Nope, that's not the right page. Getting confused here. Sorry. Hang on, bear with me. Here we are. Where are all my zodiac signs and notes? That's Scorpio. That's a ways back. Hopefully I don't set anything on fire. Because I know... Oh, here's the rest of it. Gemini, Aries, Taurus, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Pisces, Aquarius. Okay, so I guess now is the time to make those changes. So then we go to Aries because it's the first sign of the zodiac. So for those of you that are Aries, you may be feeling domestic, which is a kind of an unusual thing for a lot of Aries. So embrace your domestic goddess this month. This moon falls in your 4th house of home, family, and foundations. So you will be feeling this moon hard, in a good kind of hard way, but hard. It will affect you deeply. I'm Aries. For you, that inner child healing and family healing is coming up in a very dramatic, strong way. And it's time for you to embrace it. Don't shy away, as you may be tempted to do. This moon is going to trigger you, so be prepared for that. But there's always a gift in the triggers, so know that. One gift will be to show you how far you have come in your healing. And part of the other gifts will be the strength and the calm that comes with that. Self-care is very important for you this month, Aries. Focus on this for this month. Be gentle with yourself and allow yourself to slow down, nest, and take that nap, which again is a very foreign concept to Aries. Aries don't nap, but nap this month. It'll pay off. And after Aries, we're going into Taurus. So this full moon in Cancer has Taurus, has your 3rd house being affected. This area of your life will have influence over your communication with your siblings, those by blood and those chosen. You need to get this clear in your you need to get clear on your hopes, wishes, goals, and intentions for 2022. If you do that, some major insights will be given to you. This particular full moon can move you forward to the next level, and look into collaborating or soundboarding off of people as well. People that you trust, and have these conversations. It is in really hearing and listening in these conversations that things unfold for you, giving you a harvest of direction and knowledge. So it's not just talking through these conversations, it's actually listening through these conversations. So now we move into Gemini. Those of you that are Geminis, this moon for you lands in your 2nd house, where your 2nd house is in your life. It's all about money, work, career, and the security it brings. So that's where this full moon is affecting you. Money, work, career, and the security it brings. Being productive is your aim this month. It's very important, Gemini, that you are productive. This is a great time and energy to create or tweak any habits or routines. So if you want to start something new, if you want to, okay, I'm good about doing this and this in the morning, but I want to add that and that, this is a great time to do that. Bedtime routines, those kind of things, very good time to work on those. It will come more naturally to you. It is also a great time for you, Geminis, to make any purchases needed for your home. It's a great time to set priorities and values. They may have changed over the last couple of years. Now is a great time to check in on that, and you may find some surprises. And like I said, if you need any major purchases for the home, now is a good time for you to do it within this month. And then Cancer. Well, Cancer, the moon is in your sign. So it's all about you this month. You're in your glory. It's in your 1st house, which is the house of self. It is an important time for you to embrace your passion and a personal goal that's maybe been put to the back burner. But your true dreams and wishes will be bubbling to the surface. They will not be ignored. So now is the most excellent time to put your focus there. The benefits of doing this now will have you actually reaping rewards for the rest of 2022. And then from Gemini, we move into the Leos, those of you with great hair. Leos always have great hair. So this month, Leo, this moon will be affecting your 12th house. And you may find this full moon actually difficult because your 12th house is about your greatest fears, your self-sabotage that you tend to do. We all have versions of that. Even this is where even your nightmares live. Your darkest secrets are kept in your 12th house, but it also is a house of healing and closures, cord cuttings, and transitions. And this is where your focus needs to go, on the healing, closures, cord cuttings, and transitions. Hard shifts, they're always going to be hard and bumpy, but they're good transitions and they're good shifts. One trick is to have on hand this month is, instead of resisting, which will be your natural go-to, embrace these things as they come up. It's only when we face our monsters and know what we are up against that we can win the battle. And never forget, you are a lioness. You are the queen of the jungle. So embrace change, because it's coming. Be willing to release toxic patterns. Don't hang on to them that you have been hanging on to for far too long. Let things unfold as they should. If you are having to force it, you are either doing it wrong or you're in the wrong place or time to be doing this. So take a step back. Now for Virgos, the beautiful, beautiful Virgos. The moon is in your 11th house, or affecting your 11th house. This is your house of technology, of new things, of innovations, and teamwork. If you are looking for a partner, a group, new friends perhaps, even new love, this may be a promising month for you. Pluto is having its effect on you too, so be careful that your ego isn't impeding you. Watch that you aren't making fear-based decisions, because sometimes Virgos, you are prone to that. Beautiful, tender Virgo, you must step into your power and rule your queendom. Tap into your greatest strength, which is your gentleness, which so many see as a weakness, but it actually is your strength. You are the high priestess. You are the guardian of great knowledge. You are the best at giving the rest of us that tough love that so many need. This month, you are the healer and not the hypochondriac that you tend to be. Libra, always charming Libra. This moon is in your 10th house. This is literally the house of your queendom. Also of your career and your community and your standing in it and your purpose and your goals. So put your crown on and you will most likely be noticed this month. So be prepared for that, Libra. So play this month like you are on your own reality TV show, because you kind of are. The world is watching. This is an awesome moon that will influence the rest of 2022, depending on how you play it out this month. Any acts of charity or paying it forward will bring so many advantages and blessings for the rest of the year for you. So this is a big month for you to be doing those charitable things, looking for opportunities to help. Your further will be coming. Your what? Something will be coming up this month. Oh, your father. Your father will be coming up this month. Yeah, I thought that was odd. It just came through. So spend more time with him. Reach out, even if he's here with us today or if he has passed on. work on your father relationship. So Scorpio, now we're into Scorpio. Deep, dark, lustful, sexy Scorpio. We cannot deny that Scorpios are always sexy. This full moon in your ninth house is about big picture expansion, growth, writing, higher education, and perhaps even travel. Okay, let's get real here for a moment. Those goals, resolutions you made a few weeks ago, they're garbage. They're crap. Throw them away. For whatever reason, you're lacking confidence, which is not normal for Scorpios. And truthfully, you aren't dreaming big enough. You could also be feeling a little lazy and lethargic right now, and purposefully setting easy goals for yourself and easy resolutions. Well, I'm here to call you on that crap and tell you you are much better than that. Right now, what would be great for you is to take a step back and don't just look at this year, but look 5 years down the road. Whether you feel it or not, you are a sponge right now. So if there's anything that you've ever wanted to learn, be it music, language, subject, now is the prime time for you to be learning something or to begin learning something. Also, a little warning, watch what you eat, as you may be prone to overindulging and gaining a pound or two, because your 10th house, ninth house, sorry, is also being influenced by Jupiter. And Jupiter brings weight. Sometimes good weight, sometimes not so good weight. So watch that if you don't want to put on a couple of pounds. You may. Now for the Sagittarians. Always up for a good time, people. Well, this is the month and moon, Sagittarians, that it's time to bring out your philosopher side. It's time to deep dive as this full moon hits your 8th house, your private, intimate, hidden self. You may find many of your close relationships are reaching sort of pivotal or turning points. Some bonds may grow much stronger, and some bonds may need to be broken. Emotionally, you may have a lot suddenly coming to the surface. Be okay with this, as some of it may feel like it's coming out of left field. It may be stuff that you would rather not look at, but now is the time to look at it. You can move through this and heal another layer if you choose. If you choose not to, it will fuck up other opportunities and blessings you are meant to receive this year. So the choice is yours. Sarah's looking at me because she's a Sagittarius. Now for the Aquarius people, the odd but ever very cool way of being Aquarius. You are in a great mood right now. You're feeling strong under this moon and you're feeling healthy. This full moon is having a very positive effect on your 6th house. It's your house of health and organization. Now is a great moon to change anything about your health. Make a plan and you will find you are ready and able to stick to it. Make sure to examine your mind, body, and soul connection. This is a great energy for you that if you work it right, will have mega results, not just little results, mega results, and have you feeling stronger, more confident, and it will be one of your healthiest years ever should you choose to use this energy positively. Whatever that looks like for you, whatever healthy looks like for you. Keep things balanced. Make a plan this month, and there will be a balance, and this will be a balanced year all year for you. Your crown will be sparkling all year, and you'll be seen as a queen with grace, dignity, and strength. Now for the beautiful, dreamy, mystical Pisces. Oh, Pisces, this full moon is in your 5th house, and this is igniting your fires of passion. As this is your home of creativity, artistic pursuits, and expression, and sex. There may be moments of drama, but this can serve you actually well if you funnel it into your creative, artistic expression, whatever that might be. Or if you also funnel it into the bedroom. Embrace this and let your true artist out, or your true bedroom freak out. Don't hold back. Feel all the feels as only an artistic Pisces can. It will have a way of influencing everything in a positive way in your life, and I mean everything will be more colorful, brighter, and better. Worries will be released without effort. So much will be released. And if you are thinking about doing the ultimate creative act and creating life, if you want to get pregnant, this is a great time for positive results. And there we are. That's all the zodiac signs. So, not a bad start for a new year, I would say.
Marion wanted to know the crystals you have out in front of you.
Oh, out in front of me, I have a raspberry quartz, and I have an amethyst, and I have a blue something. I don't know what it is. But it was, I felt drawn to it. So that's what this little blue stone here might be agate. I don't know. But I have a couple of very good crystal friends who can maybe identify this a little bit better than I can. I'm hoping to have a couple of them on the show to talk about crystals. So if you'd be interested in a crystal show, let me know. And we'll be talking about the uses and, you know, how to identify and all this kind of fun stuff. So I guess that's it for the ritual. We've done all the work. So, blessed be. Thank you for being here. If you want any of that moon water, let me know. Leave your information for those of you on the VIP list. We have to do the draw.
We do?
Yes. So we'll start writing out some names. Do you want to do it right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it now.
Okay. Sounds good. What shall I use? What shall I use? All right. Who we do? Start naming people.
Oh heck. Okay. I gotta go back through the chat. My phone won't go back that far.
Oh. If you know you're on the VIP list, don't be afraid to comment.
Okay, Sarah Wynn.
Sarah Wynn. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Laura McLeod.
Yep.
Sharon H. I'll just give you last initials.
Yeah. I'll know who they are. That way I don't have to write everything out. Yeah.
Megan C.
Megan C. Mm-hmm.
Nancy H.
Nancy H. Yes.
Kathy D.
Kathy D. Yep.
Kathy F.
Kathy F. Mm-hmm.
Amy B.
Amy B. Mm-hmm.
Casey B.
Casey. Excuse me, B.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Marion Q.
Marion Q. Yep.
Shannon L.
Shannon L. Yep.
Amanda C.
Amanda C. Mm-hmm. Hang on, just bear with me.
Katie B.
Katie B.
Yep.
Yep.
Sheena B.
Sheena B. Yeah, got her.
Okay. Melanie G.
Melanie G. Mm-hmm.
Cheryl F.
Cheryl F. Mm-hmm.
Julia.
Julia A.
Tara.
Tara. And Emma.
Yes.
They're always a package deal. Yep.
And that's it.
Okay. If you didn't hear your name and you think you were on the VIP list, please make a comment so that we don't miss you. I'm tearing off everyone's names here so we can do the draw for, where'd it go? Here we are. for my new book, Woman Like Me, that I am a contributing author to. And it will be a signed copy. I am doing a book signing February 20th. If you'd like to join me and a couple of the other authors in this book, hear our stories. We'll do some readings. We'll be book signing, of course. It should be a good time. It's February 20th. It's the afternoon, a Sunday afternoon, out in Gananoque if you're local or local enough that you can get there. You can come and see me if you like. I would love for you to come out for that. It's $20 and you get a book included with your ticket. If you want to buy the book from me, it's $20. And if you buy it and want to come to the show, I'll just put you on the list for the show and it will automatically be there. Yeah, so let me know. Bear with me while all these people.
You know you've got scissors right there. Right?
I know, but I'm one of these people like, well, first of all, I do junk journals, so I tear more paper than I cut. But also, you know, the theory of like, if you crumple it up, then you're more likely to get drawn. I want to do that for everyone.
I see.
So it's not straight edge. I know. It's like, really? That's just what you're thinking? Yes. These are the thoughts that go through my head. All right. So, crumpling these up using my lovely peacock jar here. Good luck to everyone. I'm going to make Sarah to do the draw, so it won't be me. For the lovely, lovely book. Just banged my knee a little bit. That's not a name either, so that off to the side. And drum roll.
I don't know if everybody can see this. Nancy!
Nancy, yay! Awesome. Your name is on the book here. I'll put it right in here. Nancy, this book is yours. Congratulations. That's so cool. That's awesome. All right. So once again, thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you again next Monday, Mystic Monday, and we'll probably have lots more going on there. In the meantime, if you'd like to book a tarot reading with me, I'd love to have you in. The end of January, of course, is the end of the New Year readings. I won't be doing them again until next November. If you want to just book a reading virtually or in person, I'm doing both. So reach out. Take care, everyone. Blessings to you all. Bye.